Alright, hello everyone, this is Venom, and we are back with another Palworld video. Today is going to be a follow-up to a video I did before about some of the better farming techniques. We're going to be following up on Prunelia. Now, Prunelia is a pal that will bless your crops just by being out in your base. They don't actually have to physically do anything to the crops, although they can seed and harvest them. As long as Prunelia is in your base, you're going to get additional crops. Now, I was curious as to how often or how high you could stack their ability, because their ability does actually stack, and I'm curious to see if there's a limit to it or not, or if we can just go as many pals you can put in your base. Now, as you can see here, I've got 8 fully 4-star Prunelias right now. I've got more going because I am curious to see if there really is just no limit to this, but we're going to test out all 8 today. Now, I did discover one thing too. The Prunelias don't actually have to be out in the base when the crops are growing. As long as they're in the base when you're harvesting, then you're going to get the bonus for it. So, to prove that, I'm going to go. Now, all these Prunelias have been out when these crops are growing, but I'm going to go ahead and put them up real quick. Now, I've set all my pals. None of them can harvest, and none of them can transport. So whenever we harvest, it's going to be my harvest level. That way, all the numbers are the same. And I'll be the one putting things away, so no pals are going to be running off with any of our harvest. So I'm going to do a quick test here and show you. This is my red berries. Actually, I'm going to show the pals that are in the base too, so you know nothing else is affecting anything. So I got my Frostallions, I got my Yormantides, I got some Yormantide Ignises, I've got my Electric Dragon, I forgot what his name is because I always just call this one Olivia, and I got Anubis. There's nothing else out here, and I do have my base set up to hold 50 pals. That is one of the changes I made on my server, but as you can see, nothing else should be affecting the crops. We're going to come over to our berries here, and I'm going to harvest them. Now keep in mind, the numbers might be different from you, or for you, because your harvest level, your work speed, affects how much you get. Same with your pals. For a higher harvesting speed, or a higher harvesting level, they're going to get more crops. So we're going to be using mine, so that we have everything the same. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to harvest the red berries. And I got 24. Now, I have already gone through and tested before. We did it live on the other video. All the crops are going to give you the same amount. So I got 24 berries there. I'll go ahead and give you another example real quick. It should be 24 from everything, right, as of right now. So if I harvest the wheat, you'll see I also get 24 out of it as well. And I apologize, you might hear my son upstairs in the background. He's not winning that. But there you go. I got 24 wheat. Now I'm going to quickly replant this, and then by the time we're done testing out those other crops, it will be regrown. There we go. My Yormantide should be able to water this. I go ahead and replant this one. Alright, we're going to water this one, help the Yormantides out. Because I'm still faster than they are. Okay, now they're growing. Okay, that's growing. We are set. Okay, so one at a time, we're going to pull out Prunelias, and we're going to harvest, and we're going to see just how many, or how much we get. Let me go over here. Now we're going to write things down as we're going. So I'm going to go over here. So at base, we got 24 out of that crop. So we are going to pull out our first Prunelia. Alright, the first one is right here. Put them here at the bottom. Bam, 4-star Prunelia. We are going to go check out the next crop. Now again, it doesn't have to harvest it. It doesn't have to physically bless it. It just has to be present in your base when you harvest it. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest the tomato. We got 24 before. Let's see what we get now with the 1. And there it is. And we got 31. So I'm going to write that down. We got 31. So we got an additional 7 off of that crop. So we'll go ahead and reseed this one real quick, and then we'll check. You know what? I can hold off on reseeding. We can just go right to the next one. So we got plus 7 on that one. Let's see if we're going to start getting diminished returns at all. All right, we're up to plus 2 now. Let's take a look at what the next crop gives us. Now I'm doing all this live, so you guys know there's no cuts or anything, or not live, but there's no cuts in here, so you guys can see I'm not like doing anything uncouth. You guys know these are the real numbers. Here we go. The next one, we got 38. So we got plus 7 on the first one. We got another plus 7. Went from 24 to 31 and 38. So if each one gives us plus 7 and there's no diminished returns, that means the next one will likely be 45. Let's see if that is the case. All right, here is number 3. All right, we'll harvest the lettuce and see what we get. My guess is it's going to be 45. And there we go. We got 45. So far it looks like there's no diminished returns yet. I'm curious to know when it's going to stop, if it's going to stop, as far as the stacking here. Now, my guess is that you can just keep stacking this, and the only limit it's going to be is how many pals you can have in your base. So, at default, you can hold 15 pals at your base, so 15 times 7 is likely going to be the default max, but we're going to keep going. I'll do the math afterwards, because our base is set up to hold 50, so I'll see what the absolute max you can get is, and then what the practical max is. But let's see, this one is likely going to be 52. There we go. So far, we found no limit, so we're up to 52. So probably 59. All right, we got half of Prunelia's out. Here's number 5. I'm going to ignore my zipline fail there. All right, 52. Nope, 59. And I'm sorry, I forgot to write these two down. So the last one was 52, and then this newest one was 59. So I could just go ahead and toss out the last 3, but I want to make sure I'm doing this properly. It's unlikely that there's going to be any weird change between 6, 7, and 8, but I want to make sure that the numbers are there. And I did my due diligence correctly. Okay, carrots. So another 7, so this one should be 66, I think. And we'll see if we get any diminished returns. 66, alright, so far nothing is diminished. 66. We got 2 more. Alright. Let's go back to our original crops over here. Let's take a look at the berries. So probably 73. Yep, 73. And then one more. This will likely be 80. So far it looks like there are no diminished returns, which means that you can stack Prunelia, pretty much use up whatever space you got at your growing base, stack it up with Prunelias. That's what it's looking like so far. You're going to get an additional 7 for each 4-star Prunelia you have, which is going to be a significant boost to your crops. Let's double check here, and oh wait, 79. We had 79 of this one. I thought that one was going to be 80. Hold on, let me go back. I think I forgot to write something down. That's what it is. Nope, that was all of them. Okay, I think I forgot to write down the one before that. Let me put this one back. That was 79 on 8. I think I'm staring at numbers too hard because everything's starting to blend in. Let me double check 7 again real quick. Sorry, part of me is distracted here. My son in the background, but my wife is watching, so I got nothing to freak out about. Here we go, 73. Okay, yeah, that. All right, so we went from 66 to 73, and I got 79 on number 8. So wait, I think we did get a diminished return. Hold on. Let me double check here. I got 73. Because that is 79, and yeah, we finally got a diminished return. Yeah, it's 73. All right, we'll go back to 8, but it looks like we got our first diminished return. Now, the problem is, it's going to be hard for me to test this more because it takes 116 pals to put into 1 to level it up fully. I bred almost 1,000 pals just to do this one test. Here we go. So this one is 79, and that goes from +6 to +7 once we get to 8. Yeah, that's 79. Okay, so was not crazy. So the first 7 gave us +7. Number 8 gave us +6. Now, I could try to assume a pattern there and say that the next, 6 or so are going to give us an additional 6, but I'm not sure. But the point is, Prunelia can really, really boost up your crops, and it looks like there will be a diminished return. I have to come back to this later at some point and just say, hey, here's the absolute limit, but it takes a while to breed all these up. Hello, everyone, this is Venom, and I am here in the future. So, I was about to go ahead and do all the editing I had to do for my video, and I decided to go ahead and do a couple more Prunelias just to see, just to see the pattern holds right now. Now, earlier, remember, here's my chart here. Let's ignore that's for another video. So the chart was, after the 7th Prunelia, instead of getting 7 additional crops, I got 6. Well, I got curious to see if that would still hold. So I went in and did the rest of them. So after the 7 and 8, 9, 10, and 11, they all went 7 after that. So I wasn't sure what was going on with that. I decided to go ahead and check and see, like, maybe every 7 you're just going to get 6 or something. But every single crop after that has given me 7. So my guess is that they're increased by some kind of percentage. It's some kind of percentage-based thing. And after so many, maybe it just gave me a 6. I don't know, but as of right now, I've got 14 Prunelias, and I'm currently getting 121 per crop whenever I harvest. So that's the base of 24. I'm getting 121. So as of right now, I don't really see a limit as to how far you can stack these bad boys, which means that if you're on the official servers right now, if you were to automate your base, the best you'd probably get is going to be 121. If you got, say, 1 watering pal, and then all the rest are just Prunelias maxed out, we're looking at 5 times the crops. We're looking at 5 times what you normally get. Again, we had a base of 25, and we're at 121. It's almost 5 times as many crops. So, if you're on the official servers, or you're on any server that just has the 15 PAL limit at your base, as of right now, it looks like 121 is the max you can go, and I don't see any upper limit with this. Now, again, obviously multiply this by roughly 3, and you'll see, I mean, you'll be getting well over 300, almost 400 per crop. If you had your settings up to 50 PALs per base, obviously take 1 off where you water it because you want to automate it, and if you have 49 Prunelias after that, you're looking at some crazy crops right there. So I guess if you're on a multiplayer, you can make a good living selling some crops here. But yeah, that is what we're looking at right now. So I went ahead and double checked. Here are the Prunelias too. You guys can verify. You can see they're all 4 stars right there. I got none of them set to harvest, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest here so you guys can see. I just harvested one a minute ago, but we're going to take a look here and see we got 121 crops out of it. Now, this was 14 fully maxed out Prunelias. So, all right, that's going to do it for today, guys. That is the Prunelia experiment I've been doing. Prunelia is definitely going to be your best bet as far as getting additional crops. We went from 24 up to 79 off the same crops. And again, it's going to be best used at just a growing base, a base you use that's just for your crops or mining or whatever. Whatever room you got, put your Prunelias in, and that's going to significantly increase how many crops you get. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank y'all for coming by. If you've got any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. If you like what we're doing, please leave a like on the video. If you love what we're doing, please sub to the channel, and I will see you all on the next video.